What's going on, everybody? So today I'm going to be doing a 1 hour long 3.0 Expo cycle ladder push. Hopefully you guys do enjoy, and of course, if you do, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Really helps me out, and yeah, enjoy. Here we go in our first match of many matches to come right now. I'm on my main account, which is the Hunter account, currently at about 2,000 medals, and we're going to be hoping to get up a couple hundred medals today fairly easily. That's the goal. So I'm just going to go for the Expo on the right-hand side since he does, kind of play passive off rip. Cannon comes down, so it could be Hog cycle, could be Royal Hogs. Anything really that has to do with cycle is still on the board. I'm going to fireball this. Oh, wow. I didn't expect him to also Earthquake there. That was quite the expenditure from him. So it's going to be fireball, or not fireball, piggies, queen. I have fireball for the piggies and the queen, which is both, pretty good responses, but I think this one's a little interesting. I haven't played this one too much, so I think it's going to be a bit of a learning experience as I go on what I should really be doing, but for the most part, I know the stack for like the back of my hand, the one that the opponent's playing, because it's been in the game for so long and I faced it hundreds of times in my life. So I think I should be able to really react to what he's doing. So he's going to go for the cannon once again, just playing really passively. Usually you see these type of players play super aggressive with their piggies at the bridge. So I'm going to be the one aggressing if he's going to be passive. I'm going to go for the fireball on top of this queen, maybe get a cheeky lock on the tower. We do. Okay, I will definitely take that. And now I need to be very careful because he'll probably go for the Royal Hogs. There it is. So I'm going to go Tesla instantly. This Tesla placement, you have to drop to Tesla immediately or you will not pull all 4 of the piggies. I have learned that from doing it so many times wrong and always being mad that one piggy goes to my tower. I'm like, okay, why was this happening? Somebody was commenting yesterday that I was yapping way too fast. I'm going to try and talk at a normal pace. For the most part, obviously, there's going to be moments I just can't contain myself. I've got to go so quickly, but I'll try and talk at a normal pace for your guys' enjoyment as a viewer here, as much as I can, at least. So, almost into double elixir already. I'm going to go for my archers split in the back. I think we just want to pretty much split them the whole game. I'm not going to really commit to too many offensive expos, but when the opportunity is there, I'm not, not afraid to go opposite lane with an expo, especially because we have fireball and defense if we need it at all times. So he goes for the archer queen ability early. I still think the archer queen ability could use a decent nerf, personally, for the 1 elixir it has. I'm going to go for the archers like this, and man, I've already been on Clash for I think like I'd say like 6.5 hours today, so I'm definitely grinding, to say the least. I'm going to go for these skellies on top of that. Got pretty high on my main account on ladder. I might be making a super long Icebow video as well tomorrow. No spoilers. Well, I just spoiled it for you. There you go. So I'm going to go for the knight at the back like this. And it is Father's Day tomorrow as well. And my dad is not in town, so that kind of sucks. He's out working where he lives, usually for his work job. So I'm not going to be able to see him, which is not the greatest. But if you do, have a father around, a father figure, and celebrate that in the US, I'm not sure if it's like, sometimes I'm like, I don't know if it's Father's Day in other countries, because holidays are confusing, honestly. They're sometimes the same for everyone, they're sometimes different for everyone. It's like, dude, what the heck, everything's different. But I'm just gonna go skellies like this and go for the archers to back right here. But yeah, we still have complete control of this match. I'm just going to go log on top of the archer queen right now and then just get the knight down in the back. And then I'm also going to be going for the electro spirit like this and then skellies on top of the queen. But yeah, I've got some extra time tomorrow as well, so I might just be grinding a lot of Clash Royale, I guess is basically the point of me saying that. I'm going to go for the Expo like this right here and see what the opponent does want to do. An Evo cannon comes down. That's okay. I'm just going to wait. Oh, that's a tempting fireball, but I'm just going to take the log. Will he use the ability? That is the question. No, looks like he's not going to go for the archer queen's ability there. So all I'm going to do is go for the evolution archer split in the back. I also have my evolution Tesla prepared for his piggies if he does want to go in. I'm going to drop my Evo Tesla up top and maybe start fireball cycling a bit. That was a really bad cannon because it only gets 1 shot on top of my Tesla. I'm just going to go for the knight. I don't really think that he's able to do much right now in terms of offense, so I feel safe going for a fireball on his tower. Archer queen, of course, comes down now to, I guess, punish me in a way. Let's go for the archers myself, the back, and then we can get back around to a fireball if I really need to. He's most likely going to go piggies here. I'm going to go for these skellies. Yep, there's the piggies. I'm going to fireball on top of that. We're not going to get the queen because he did actually use the ability at the same time as like I was kind of defending there, so it stayed in one place and the piggies went forward. That's fine though, because of course we don't really need that massive amount of value. We're still fine with what we got. I'm gonna go for the log on top of the archer queen as well. Hopefully it dies. Nah, he's gonna get the piggies down again. I'm gonna fireball them once more. Skellies over here to the side, and nice electro spirit up top on the archer queen is pretty solid. Only 30 seconds remaining. Even though this game is close, we have complete control, so I'm just gonna go knight tank in case he tries to block the bridge. Yep, with something. I'm gonna go for the log as well. He'll most likely delivery on top of those archers, which would be, annoying, but it doesn't really matter too much. Only 20 seconds. As long as no pigs touch my tower, we should be okay. So he goes for the earthquake like that. Wait for that to expire, go for the archers, Electro Spirit one more time, Fireball on the tower, log just to push back the queen, and yeah, with only 8 seconds left, there's no way the piggies are going to connect to my tower, even if he does get them down. Yeah, Evo piggies come down, it's not going to matter because the timer is going to run out on him, and we do play that one good enough to win that first match. Solid first game right there against Sadiq. I feel like we played that okay, not amazing, but did what we need to do to win that match, so we'll take it. Nice start. Just got a wholesome comment right as I looked at my notifications after that last game. Somebody said that they love my video, so that was very nice. Hopefully that person's watching this video can comment it again or knows that I'm talking about them. But just gonna go knight on top of this magical archer. I'm gonna fireball if he pops the ability, which it's inevitable that most of the time when they put the archer down, you're gonna see an ability fairly early on. So ghost comes down, ghost plus magic archer, probably P.E.K.K.A bridge spam, or at least some version of bridge spam. You never really know these days. There's so many different ones. I'm gonna go Larry's. He might zap. Oh, I should have pre-spirited. I knew he was gonna zap there. That was a mistake by me letting that ghost connect when I should have been more aware, I guess. So he's going to go for the battle ram. That's okay with me. I'm just going to get my Tesla down in the middle, and we should be okay here. Let's see what he wants to do. He goes for a bandit at the bridge. I mean, that's fine. Oh my goodness, wow. That is so incredibly aggressive. I just didn't expect that much aggression. Is he going to Archer on 0? I have a feeling he's one of those type of players that's going to be playing Magic Archer on 0 here. Am I correct about that assumption? I am indeed. Okay, we're in for a fun game, to say the least. I'm going to go Skellies down low, hopefully. Oh, that was a little bit too early. That's my bad. Actually, wait, what just happened? That was kind of a weird interaction. The Marcher still got 2 shots on my tower. All right, so not the ideal start, and definitely the annoying situation when you see that Magic Archer get those hits on your tower, and you're like, oh my goodness. The game just started. He's already playing so aggressive, but I think we can start being the aggressive ones here pretty soon. I'm going to try and defend cleanly once, though, because that I guess those first 2 defenses were not great. Let's go for the Tesla here. He goes for the bandit as well, so he's really committing to the river with all of these units right now, and I think that's fine. We get a nice trade. I'm just going to go for the Electro Spirit like this. I think the bandit was pretty much wasted in that interaction, so that's a nice elixir bonus for me. I'm going to go for the archers in the back, though, once we do hit 10, and we're almost in double elixir. I think double elixir we can start doing a little bit more on offense, especially because I feel like he just kind of pressured us in single. I'm going to go ahead and drop down my knight like this right here. I'm going to also fireball, try and catch him. Okay, well, I was going to catch him off guard, but it didn't really work out. But on the bright side, even though we missed the Marcher with the amazing ability that Clash Royale decided was good for the game to add, we do get King Tower, so it's not all bad right now. I'm going to go for the Knight like this. Evo Archer's low. He's probably going to fireball the Tesla and the Archers if I had to make a prediction. Yeah, he does definitely just do that right there. Yep, so I'm just going to go ahead and Tesla once more down low, and then he goes for the Bandit. I can get the Electro Spirit down. That should kite everything, and also with the help of King Tower, I think we're all right. I'm going to Knight to be safe. Did I need that? I don't know. It would have been close, and I don't want to risk a Bandit hit. Also, that one Archer on the right-hand side, don't sleep on that damage. I'm going to fireball this because he probably won't expect me to fireball the weaker tower, and or the more healthy tower in this situation, and he goes for the ghost to back, and we can just keep resetting. Now, I know we're down damage right now, but I still feel pretty confident about winning this match as long as I don't make any small mistakes. Let's go for the Tesla, Skellies to block the bridge, and also Electro Spirit to just kind of halt everything for a second there. It's going to be very beneficial, letting my Tesla and my Archer put in lots more work. He also fireballs one Archer. I don't agree with that fireball. He's getting a little bit too desperate for damage from spells early on, I think, and that's not how bridge spam really operates. So I'm going to go Knight like this. Oh my goodness, no way he got away with that Bandit. I should not have let that happen. I didn't think he'd be so obvious right there, but we still get a connection. I can go for the Evo Archers in the middle to clean up that battle ram. I'm actually going to pop my Knight's ability as well to force him to react to that. Now, he's going to have to respond to that Knight, or it's going to take like his entire tower. So a Royal Ghost comes down. That's completely fine with me. Minute 30 on the clock. That Knight just went absolutely berserk on the tower. Let's fireball the Marcher once more, even though it only had, what, like barely any health right there, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and drop down our Knight. Remember, he doesn't have Magic Archer in cycle, so we're not immediately threatened by that at the river. I'm going to cycle Electro Spirit to pressure him, I guess, and then now I think with only about a minute left in the game, it's my turn to just play really defensive. We've had our offensive fun. I mean, I could maybe go offensive again, potentially. We'll see. I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility, but we'll go Archers in the back for now and reset. I'm going to go for my Evolution Tesla. Evo Ghost is still pretty annoying, but definitely well balanced now compared to what it used to be. Wow, I can't believe the Marcher is still like getting this damage when I have all this defense set up. It seems like it's crazy, but I'm going to go for the double defensive Expo. Wow, say that 10 times fast. Let's go Skellies and Knight right here. I'm also going to log down low and just let that kind of die out. There's no way. Bro, this card, man. This card is different. I can't stand it. But I'm just going to go Expo on the right-hand side, and P.E.K.K.A is going to come down probably. I would assume. No, he goes Battle Ram. Okay. So let me go Archers early on top of that. P.E.K.K.A comes down other lane. I'm going to go for the Knight, Tesla to kite the Ghost, and then, of course, Larry's on top of the P.E.K.K.A just to buy myself plenty of time. Only 20 seconds remain. He also pretty much is committing to trying to touch my tower with a unit right now because we have enough damage lead to where as long as Marcher doesn't connect, you know, we should be fine. So I'm going to go for the Tesla up top right now, and then Fireball, and hopefully this Magic Archer, if that hits my tower, I swear I'll just uninstall the game. Yeah, we're good. I'm going to go for the Log, and that's going to be GG's right there. Solidly played. A little bit of a bad start, but, you know, sometimes against these bridge spam decks, they're always going to be pressuring you early on, and you just got to be patient and wait for your right opportunity to come back. We are facing Micah in this next one at 2,003 medals. I'm going to go for the Knight to back if he doesn't play anything and just be the one aggressive first play. I feel like Hero Knight, I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of heroes in general, but I think Hero Knight is one of those cards where it's really easy to use, so it's not like a struggle for me. I'm going to go for the Log as well. I guess pretty much most heroes are like Marcher and all that stuff. I guess Marcher, to be fair, you actually have to line up the card correctly, and sometimes that can be hard depending on if your opponent is actually predicting you or whatnot, but I'm going to go for the Tesla like this right now. I guess I'll also Larry's on top of these piggies. We are facing the dreaded, you guys know what it is, it's Royal Recruits. Somehow, I'm telling you, I've got a magnet attached to me like permanently where I just draw and recruits players. Whether it be for videos, streams, it doesn't matter. Like, they just find me and make my life worse. But I'm just going to go Log on top of this. I think always recruits with arrows is going to be very, very hard for 3.0 Expo to beat. Definitely, you have a little bit more of a chance because you can outcycle, but compared to, like, if you're using Xbow. But I still think it's going to be very difficult. I'm going to go for the Electro Spirit up top right here. And my win percentage against recruits, it's got to be, like, I don't even know, man, like 5% or something. It's pretty depressing. Not necessarily with this deck. I haven't faced it that many times, but I'm assuming it's going to end pretty poorly here. He's probably going to recruit the bridge. He is going to recruit the bridge. So I'm going to go for the Log. I'm going to go for the Archers and the Skeletons like this right here. There's the arrows as we kind of anticipated. Then I can just go for the Knight behind on top of the Zappies. You know, all things considered, that could have gone worse. The Zappies are going to connect to my tower, though, unfortunately, for a little bit of damage on that left-hand lane. But you know what? It's whatever. We got some damage with the Fireball on his tower, so we're not even really down much right now. And I've got my Tesla prepared. If he goes for the piggies, I am ready for it here. So there's the piggies. I'm going to go for the Tesla. Wow, I mean, dude, that's crazy. Let's go Archers immediately down low. That should be able to clean up most of that. We can go for these Skellies as well to make sure the flying machine doesn't connect on my tower. Also, Electro Spirit to be 100% certain there's no damage taken. And now what, though? Now, that's the question I need to ask myself, because how are we going to actually get damage on his tower? You know, I don't know, but I guess it's going to be something I've got to try and figure out. He does go for the Barbell. I'm going to go for the Electro Spirit Knight behind, and then Log as well, and hopefully I can get these Archers down. He's just going to Barbell ability. Man, this matchup is already depressing, and then they added a Hero Barbell where it just rolls on your tower if you don't have it perfectly defended, you know, and with all the other stuff you got to worry about, it's pretty hard to keep track of one Barbarian barrel for sure. He does just go Piggies plus Flying Machine. I don't actually think that was a good play by the opponent. I'm going to go Knight like this. As long as this Demolisher does not connect on my tower, we should be okay. I'm going to go for the offensive bow. I mean, it's pretty desperate, but I think we kind of have to get desperate if we have any chance here. So we'll Archers the middle. We'll go for the Electro Spirit too, and then hopefully we can at least try and protect this for a bit. He's going to probably pop the ability for the Barb. No, he does not, so that's fine. I'm going to go Skellies in the middle right here and to try and continue the pressure. Demolisher comes down. Let me go Archers like this. That Demolisher shouldn't connect on my Expo. Perfect. Wait a second. We could potentially do something. He's going to have to arrows that, so I'm going to pre-fire his arrows and go Expo other lane. Okay. Let's go for the Electric Spirit as well. There's the Zappies in the middle. I mean, we're back in the game. He's going to recruit the bridge, obviously. No, he goes Pigs. I'm going to go Fireball on top of that, and Skellies to make sure he's forced to play a bunch more Elixir. We do not want to allow him to defend cheaply, because then he'll go for the massive recruits pushes, as you could probably guess. So, that Expo's on tower. That's a lot of damage, actually. Demolisher makes this kind of a weird situation, because I could keep spamming, but I think it's a bad idea because Demolisher will actually cause me lots of issues. I'm going to go Electro Spirit like this, then Skellies up top. There's the Flying Machine, so I'm going to Fireball plus Knight in the middle to just keep everything off my tower. Unfortunately, the Demolisher didn't get the memo and decided he wanted to go to my tower anyways. Ah, man, that thing with the goggles is always so good. So It's kind of weird seeing Zappies, Demolisher, and Flying Machine all in the same deck, since they all are 4 Elixir, ranged cards that are support cards. It's kind of a, usually you pick one, but 3 is fine as well. He's going to go for the Recruits at the bridge most likely, so I'm just going to get my Larrys down, or not my Larrys, my Archers. He goes for Recruits in the back, and then I can just go Knight the back as well. All right, so we need to try and defend this push with no damage, and then Fireball at the end is what I'm thinking. So let's go for the Archers. I'm going to get the Electric Spirit down. There's the Barbarian Barrel. I'm going to Knight to make sure that doesn't connect on my Archers. It actually kills one of them, but not all of them, so I guess it's fine. We'll go log like this. I'm going to also Evo Tesla up top with some Archers down low. Since he just arrowed, these Archers should stay on the map the rest of this match, or at least until he gets back to 1 more arrows, which hopefully he can't even do. So I'm going to go for the Knight like this. 17 seconds remaining. Let's go Electro Spirit like that. 15. I'm going to go log. Let's get the Tesla down early. Let's get the Larrys down as well. Okay, I can get the Knight to tank. I can pop the Knight shield just to be 100% safe, and we can Fireball on the tower to win this game. Solid victory. I think we played that one pretty well. And of course, Recruit's Arrows is not a good matchup, but we were able to just keep the pressure on enough. And of course, average Recruit player is hitting an emote. I just had to check. I had a gut feeling. We have to thank him. I think we can all agree that he deserves a thanks after losing that one. Here we go against Omar in this next match right now. Let's go for the Archers in the back, and he goes for the Wall Breakers first play, so probably going to be either that one deck with Magic Archer and all the spam cards, or I was going to say maybe MK, so he actually does have MK with that Archer Queen. 99.9% sure it's going to be MK. So let's go for the Electro Spirit like this, drop a Knight down in the back, and I'm assuming we're going to see, yeah, something on the other side here. Some dual lane pressure is how this deck operates. Let's get the Larrys down. I guess all Archers too. Don't really love it, but it's whatever. It's not the end of the world. Archer's going to do a decent job of killing that Archer Queen right there, and we can fully just kind of chill. He's 1000% going to go MK the bridge here. I just know people that play this deck are very similar when they, when they start the game, that's for sure. I'm going to go for the Knight like this. It just seems like all of them do the same play. And I've gotten accustomed to it, I guess, maybe just by playing it so many times. I don't know why the deck's so popular. I feel like it doesn't have that many good matchups. Maybe it has some more outplay potential than other decks. That could potentially be the reason. I'm going to go Expo here, though. I'm actually going to shield up as well in case he queens. That was probably not worth it. I'm going to be honest. It's fine, though. I'm going to go for the Electro Spirit. Wasted that as well. Oops. All right, so now we are going to be in a little bit of a sticky situation, depending on how he plays this. I'm going to wait. Just let the Archer Queen do its thing. Think about this, right? If I Knight and then he, like, princes the back, ignores the Knight, or princes the back into the Knight, and MKs the bridge, I would 100% lose this game, and I am not taking that risk. I'd rather just take the Archer Queen damage and let him do his thing. We're pretty even on Elixir, it looks like. I thought I was down, honestly, a few more, but let's go for the Tesla here. On top of these wall breakers, that should do a decent job. Oh my gosh, he has level 15 wall breakers. I just realized that. I was like, why did they die so fast? That was kind of odd. And then, yeah, that's that's Clash Royale level 16 update for you in a nutshell. But let's go for the Knight the back, and then he goes for the Prince as well. Let's get the Larrys down. Okay. Realistically, I'm going to go Archers the back because we don't want to give him the arrows on both of the Archers right now. Potentially, I will do like an Archer same lane to get high DPS quickly later in this match. We'll see, depending on how it goes. But I'm just going to go for the Expo on the right-hand side. He does go for the Queen. Okay, he's probably going to MK as well. I'm going to get the Larrys down right now. I'm also going to Archers because I think we outcycled him, which is nice. I can log and Electro Spirit too. That's, decent. He does zap. We're not going to get any Expo damage, but what we do have is the Archers putting in lots and lots and lots of value. In this situation, so I can just go ahead and drop Expo other lane now, keep the dual lane pressure going with the Knight and the Archer other side. Of course, I can go for the Evo Tesla Skellies. This should be decent here. I like it. I'm going to go Knight for the Bandit. Oh, man, I wish I would have just Knighted for the Queen. Honestly, that would have been better, but it's still fine. We get some decent damage, and I'm going to go for the Expo as soon as I can on this left-hand side, continue the pressure, and make him MK over here, and then that Knight's going to connect quite a bit if he does. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop my shield. He's going to Goblin Gang on top of that, 100%. But I don't really have the Elixir to pre-log it, so it's okay. Let's go for the log now, and we get a whole bunch of damage with that one singular Knight, and that's why Hero Knight is such a good card in this game. You can apply pressure if it's left alone more than you already have by just pressing an ability, which is a stupid concept, right? But that's how the game is. Let's go for the Tesla here on the middle of the map. He's probably going to MK in the middle, or at the bridge, whatever you want to call it. Let's go for the Skellies like this and Electro Spirit. He's going to arrows 100%, so I'm going to go Knight like this behind, and we can go for the Tesla as well. Oh, I did did not really think that one through. That was a bad Tesla placement, low-key. Let's go for the log. Oh my goodness, wait, I'm kind of choking right here. Nah, we're fine. We're taking some damage. Not the greatest defense of my life. I mean, I'll definitely be the first to admit that, but it got the job done for now. He does go for the bandit, so we'll just go for the knight on top of that. In a minute 15 left, I feel confident about this, but it definitely could still go badly. I'm going to go ahead and fireball on top of this archer queen here. Knight connects as well. Come on, take that out. He's going to go for the MK at the bridge once more. Like he's been doing. I mean, we've seen it a few times now. So let's go for the skellies first. Let's get the archers down over here. Try and just kite things around. I'm going to go for the log on top of the goblin gang. Let's get knight down up top. Tesla here. Skellies. Oh my goodness, it's like a it's a mess right now. But hopefully this Tesla can lock in. Wow, that didn't kill the wall breakers. The skellies kind of sold me right there. Let's go archers to back once more. And then 40 seconds, he's going to MK the bridge. So I'm just going to go for the log. I'm also going to go electro spirit like this and fireball. That should kill that queen, right? Log. Wait, why did my electro spirit not jump? What? I just got scammed. That was quite unfortunate. I'm going to go, oh my goodness, Electro Spirit, get down, please. Okay, we're good. Knight's going to be coming down. The wall breaker does connect. All things considered, that kind of was sloppy, and I honestly didn't play the best defenses here, but I can just shield up and go for another set of archers, and that's not going to connect on my tower. Only 15 seconds left. We can go for the Tesla up top on these wall breakers, and yeah, we should be completely chilling now. That was a little scary, I'm not going to lie. I feel like a few interactions didn't go my way, or maybe I just messed them up, and it got a little closer than it should have, but that's still going to be game over. We'll go Electro Spirit up top to make sure that doesn't dash, and that is GG's. We still win by like 1,000, so at the end of the day, it wasn't really that close, but it felt a bit closer than it was in the end, because MK sometimes is a stressful deck to defend against. Gonna cycle my Electro Spirit first play of the game against this individual right here, DJ Mero. I'm gonna go for the archers in the back and get that split. So Snowball comes down, could be Balloon, Giant Graveyard. What else has Snowball? There's that one Boss Bandit Hog Rider deck that has Snowball, I think. That could potentially be an option, but Dark Prince is a little interesting. I'm gonna go for these skellies like this. Oh, it's gonna be log bait. Okay. Now, I already used my log, so that's not ideal, but it's okay because I have Electro Spirit here to do a decent job. I'm just going to log again here for that Rhino. That shouldn't connect on my tower, right? My goodness, that almost did. That Rhino has some HP. Like, it's a sneakily broken card if you are not very, very careful. It's actually pretty hard to keep off your tower, but he goes for the Ghost, which is okay. So it's going to be Ghost, Dark Prince, not Dark Prince again. What's it called? Dark Goblin. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. And Barrel here as the main pressure cards. Does he have Rascals? I'm assuming probably, but you never really know. These versions of log bait, you can't really tell what they have until they've already played all their cards, because they all change and everyone has slightly different versions. He also has Snowball, so I need to keep that in mind, I guess. If I can get, you know, potentially cheesed by that later in the game. He's got the evolution next rotation as well already. I guess, to be fair, I already have evil archers in my hand right now, so I'm going to go ahead and drop them down in the back like this. He does have Rascals. Okay, so Rascals cannon card is one of the better combinations against the Expo in terms of just shutting it down at the bridge, so we're going to have to find ways to manufacture a lock here. He does go for the Dark Goggins. I'm just going to let that kind of happen. Okay, I just used my Knight, so that was really bad timing. That's a deep barrel, so I'm just going to go Larry's on top of that and let that go. I'm not too worried about those goblins. Even if they do get on my tower for like one hit, it's fine. Dark Goblin, though, on the other hand, is definitely the card I need to be careful about. Is he going to kill that? No, it's not, thankfully. I could go Expo, but of course he has the cannon card, so I need to be, you know, wary of that if I am going to go Expo at all at any point. So I'm just going to go for the archers to back. I don't really know how to play this. He most likely has Rocket, I would assume. I'm going to go ahead and drop down my Knight like this. I need him to do a stupid play. That's really what I'm banking on, and that would allow me to, like, instantly punish him, of course. He's going to go for the Rocket on my Expo, so he does have Rocket. That sucks a little bit, but it's okay. We can outcycle the Rocket here. This is fine. I'm going to go Archers to hopefully snipe that Dark Goblin, please. Oh, nice. That was a clutch snipe. If I didn't get that, we definitely could have been in a bit of a sticky situation, and the Dark Prince is going to die. Okay, okay, okay. Let's go ahead and defensive Expo again, because I believe we outcycle him here, and he can't rocket. I mean, he can probably still rocket this, but I don't think he will, because of the, you know, it's already been on the map for a decent bit of time and gotten value. And if he rocketed this one, I could get back to another one quickly, and it would be bad for him, right? I'm not going to Fireball the Rascals, even though it seems like an ideal play. I think it's not in most situations. Maybe later in the game, if I need damage, I'll go for it. Let's go Electro Spirit. Let's go Log as well. Whoa, that is not the play. This is our chance to go in. We were waiting for him to make a mistake, and I think this is the one. Let's go Evo Tesla here. I'm also going to Skellies as well to make sure that cannon card does not connect on my tower, and go for the Knight to make sure. He does Evo Snowball, but that doesn't matter because the cannon card's already completely dead, and Dark Goblin comes down into a Knight. That's a mistake. We can go Expo on the other side now, and I believe this is our chance to break through. He goes Rascals on 0, like on 0, 0. So that means he has nothing for this Expo. I'm going to predict something at the bridge. You know what? That's perfect. The cannon card is exactly what we're looking for there because archers do quite a good job of DPSing it down quickly, especially when it's predicted. Cannon card does still kill the archers and get 2 hits on that. I'm going to pre-log to Dark Goblin. Wait. That actually didn't work out how I wanted it to. I thought the Expo was going to have more HP, so that was kind of a terrible play by me. But don't look at that play. You know, look at the lock. The lock was nice. The ending was kind of dumb of me, but it's fine. You know, we all get too aggressive sometimes. I'm going to go for the Electro Spirit on top of this Dark Goggins. Just make sure it doesn't connect on my tower. And I'm not worried about getting the tower. We just needed to defend for a minute. Like, there's no rush at all. I could Fireball, what, like 3 times and take the tower, but I'm not going to worry about that. Let's just defend for now. I'm going to Fireball and defense on top of the cannon card, plus that ghost, and just go for the archers in the back. We can go ahead and log on top of that barrel as well. And yeah, triple elixir I feel very comfortable defending with since we have such a quick cycle and can get back to any of my spells that I need. He does go Dark Prince. I'm going to go Knight to back. Right here, there's the Rascals. We can go Archers. We can also go Log on top of that, and he does go for the cart other lane. Let's get a Tesla down directly in the center, completely chilling. He does have an Evo barrel, yep, in cycle. So I'm going to try and defend that cheaply, and then just go for the Knight on top of the cart. Archers in the back once again. I can Evo Tesla on this Dark Goggins plus that Dark Prince, and just make sure he doesn't get any damage. I'm going to go Expo for the fun of it. Okay, well, that was dumb. That's why you don't randomly offensive Expo for no reason. I'm going to shield up, actually. Wait, this could actually potentially get me the tower. Nah, almost, though. 527 left on his tower. We can just go for the Knight like this. Electro Spirit down low. Skellies as well, and he does Evo Snowball, but it doesn't matter. We can just go for the Fireball, and that's game over right there. We almost took both towers, got him down to 300 on both lanes, but, you know, pretty solid game overall. I think that one definitely could have gone either way, but that one rocket kind of sold him the match by being just too aggressive, and we punished it. Okay, gonna go for the archers in the back first play against Chris in this next one. He goes for the Furnace in the back. You know, I will say Furnace hasn't been utilized that much as it was the previous couple of seasons, just because of the nerf that it did get. Was it to the Evo? No, it was the range, I believe, by half a tile. So that's why I guess less people are using it this season. Still a pretty good card in my opinion. But just gonna go for the Electro Spirit right here, and then Skelly's on top of the Furnace as well. He does go for the Lumberjack. I'm gonna get Knight down for that right now. And I've been thinking about doing this series. I might announce it kind of soon, or maybe even not announce it, just to start making the series happen. But I want to master, or at least learn how to play every single archetype really well. And I don't enjoy playing meta decks. Like you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, I can't stand meta decks. It's the whole reason I even play Expo in the first place, because I actually enjoy playing it, as opposed to like if I'm playing Magic Archer spam wall breakers, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I can be good at this deck, but do I enjoy playing it? No, of course not. But I'm probably gonna make a series doing like an hour-long video on each archetype and trying the best deck for each archetype, and doing that over the course of like however many weeks, and getting really good at it and trying to just improve overall at Clash Royale, because that's something I do want to do this year, and I don't want to you know, waste my opportunity to actually get better at the game. But just gonna go for the Electro Spirit like this, and Skelly's on top of the Furnace. But I think that could be kind of exciting potentially. He's gonna go probably for a... Wait, what does he have in cycle right now? I'm trying to think. His Goblins. Okay, I don't think he's played those yet, so I was wondering what he had. Let's go for the Knight like this. Archer gets that one connection. Evo Archers, man. If your opponent does not have arrows, this card is the GOAT. I'm telling you, it's so good. But let's go ahead and just drop our Tesla down in the center. He does have kind of a bridge spammy type of deck. I'm assuming he probably has Spirit Empress too, because you usually see Spirit Empress in these type of decks. I'm gonna go Log on top of that Lumberjack right there. Is he to an evolution next? I can't remember 100% if he is, but I'm just gonna go for the archers to back right now, since we are hitting double elixir, and just see how he wants to react to this. Let's go for this. Oh, he actually goes for the Empress. Oh my goodness, I misclicked. Don't look at that Expo placement. Dude, I got excited. I was like, oh my goodness, he just wasted 6 elixir pretty much. I can punish him, and well, that didn't end up happening much, but it's okay. Let's go for the Fireball and the Log on top of the Furnace and the MK, and then I gotta make sure this Empress does not connect on my tower. He's gonna let the Expo connect. That's quite a big mistake in my opinion. We'll go archers on top of these goblins, and to finish off that Spirit Empress as well, and that's going to be completely all right. So 30 seconds left in regulation. We do have the about 800 damage lead, which I will definitely take. Let's go for the Expo. He does go for the Ram. I'm going to Evo Tesla here. We're going to see an MK come down, I would assume. Yep. So what I'm thinking is that Tesla survives, which is awesome. I'm going to go for the Knight like this right now. Does he have a good response to this? That is the question of the day here. Furnace comes down. I'm going to Log the Furnace to get the Fire Spirit, and then Electro Spirit as well. That's completely fine. I'm going to Expo on the right-hand side, actually, which is going to be super, super nice, and provide a lot of pressure. It actually connects on tower. He's going to Empress 100%. Empress, question mark? Yes! What a prediction. I'm going to go Knight to block the Zap. Yes! Oh my goodness. We just double predicted him right there, and the Archer is going to clean up shop. I can pop my Knight's ability, and man, just like that, look how quickly the tides of the game turned because we just did 2 predictions back to back really quickly, and he wasn't expecting them. And of course, he didn't have much elixir when we did go for that Expo, so it was easier to predict when your opponent is low on elixir. I feel like that's pretty obvious, but I don't know, it's worth being said. I'm gonna go Knight like this. He's gonna Goblins the center probably here. Then we go Furnace. Interesting. Okay, maybe he wasn't back to Goblins. I'm not sure. I wasn't really counting his rotation there, so I guess that's on me. But we'll go for the Archers the back, and down to 1144 on his tower. I don't see any way we choke this game. It would be honestly a miracle to choke this. I'm gonna offensive. This is probably dumb. I should probably just defensive Expo and play smart. Yeah, I should have done that, but it's okay. Sometimes I want to finish the game quicker. I think you guys can agree. If you're in a close situation where you're like about to win the game, and you want to finish it quicker, that usually is, you know, you just kind of go aggressive for no reason, even though you don't need it. So I think that's fine. Once again, a good defense. He gets literally 0 damage on my tower, I think, that time. So now I'll play smart. I'll just defensive. Since there's only a minute left anyway, it's not going to save us time if we magically took his tower from him making a mistake anyways. So I'm just going to go for the Tesla on defense right here. Goblins do come down. I'm going to get the early log to get those goblins off the map and go for the archers to get that DPS as well. We can fireball the Ram Rider and the MK, which is not too shabby. I fireballed just the MK. What the heck? I'm telling you, there's something about my spells the last couple of weeks. Hold on, let me not choke this game. That would be pretty epic. I'm going to log down low here. But yeah, there's something about the spells that I've been using. They don't connect. I mean, I'm missing spells. I miss rockets, fireballs all the time. And maybe my brain is just like lagging behind or something in my body. Or maybe the other way around. Like my brain's saying, oh, do this. And then my body's not moving quick enough to get the spell off or something. We have triple knight, by the way. How many times do you see that? Not that often. But just going to go for the archers like this. Fireball once more. I mean, the game's over, but, you know, might as well try and control the bridge one more time just for a bit of a flex. You feel what I'm saying? But nice win. We get him down to about 1,000. I feel like this is a common theme this video so far. We're getting our opponents down to about 1,000 HP and finishing off the game with convincing wins like that. So nice one. Up against Breed set 2 in this next one. Going to go for the archers in the back first play. Pretty common theme, I feel like, but we'll see how he wants to play this. I do actually enjoy making the long 3.0 videos a lot because I feel like I don't have to stress that much, and I can just play with my brain off. Not brain off completely, like I'm still, of course, thinking about my plays, but I mean, I can just chill, and whereas Xbow, I've got to play to my maximum capacity to win games, and that's always, you know, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's really fun to do that, but man, I'll tell you what, after a few hours, it's like, bro, I'm tired. It's hard to maintain like a high level in Clash Royale. I think people don't really think about that much. Like, for example, if you're playing for 5 hours, you're going to be playing significantly worse after that 5th hour than you have been the last couple of hours, just because, you know, your body wears down, just like anything in life. I mean, if you're playing, you know, it's World Cup time right now. If you're playing a match, you're going to be better in the beginning of the match, you know, in terms of like your physical condition and your stamina than you are in the last like 20 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? But just going to go for the Electro Spirit like this right here. It's similar to Clash. I know they're not, you know, the same thing, and it's different because you can lock in if you have like, you know, some way of controlling your brain to being like, okay, this is I'm gonna focus up. You can still play well, like, don't get me wrong, I've played for like 12 hours decently most of the time before, and it's been, you know, a horrible experience, but you can do it. I don't recommend it, but I think that like 3 hours on Clash, and then after that point you just kind of go insane low-key, and either you're tilting or you're staying at the exact same trophy range at that point, and it's like, man, there's nothing more demoralizing than that feeling of looking at your trophy count after a 4-hour push, and then you're like, oh, I went down 3 trophies overall and didn't gain any progress. But, you know, it's the effort that counts, of course. Nice start, by the way, here. I've been yapping. You guys know this. I literally play better when I'm not even thinking about the game. I'm just kind of talking. So that's kind of funny. But I don't know why. I think it just is easier to play Clash when I'm not actually speaking about it. But just going to go for the archers to back. He does go for the Sparky. Oh, okay. Right, I probably should have expected that. I wasn't even thinking about his deck, so that's, I guess, my bad. Right here, I don't really want to use my Fireball because he has Minion Horde, right? So I could potentially get in some trouble if I did that. Let's go for the Tesla over here, I guess, to get the DPS on the Gob Giant. That's not that bad. Let's go Skellies right here, and then hopefully that Knight can tank for the Sparky, and we won't have any issues. I can just log as well, and Archers right here. But this is where we could definitely get ourselves into some trouble. How am I going to stop this push? He's going to Goblin Giant the bridge, obviously. Yeah. Yikes. Maybe I should have just not even played my Tesla and waited, honestly, because now I don't have anything for this Horde. I got to fireball this. Okay. yeah, it's okay, I guess. Let's go Electro Spirit, Knight like this right here. I panicked. I thought that Sparky was going to shoot. I did not want that to happen. Okay, we're not dead, but I'm feeling scared right now for sure. Let's go for the Tesla once more in the middle. Oh, man, I'm actually kind of terrified. I'm going to go Archers. He's going to Goblin Giant the bridge once more. How do we stop this? Let's get the cycle cards flowing here. I'm going to go for the early Skellies. Let's get the Knight down on top of this Miner that I can go Electro Spirit like this. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I messed up. I should have Knighted up high. Oh no, oh no. Oh my gosh, Sparky. Dude, this card, man, please. Just die. This is why I always run Rocket, because defending the Sparky is like, it's one of the hardest things ever, no matter how many cycle cards you do have, but it's okay. We're still going to win this game. I am confident in that fact. I just need to get into a good flow here on defense. Now, having Miner with a Sparky is kind of an odd combo, but, you know, to each their own, I guess. Let's go Larry's on top of that Sparky to block that first blast. Go for the Electro Spirit like this, and then I can just go ahead and drop down my ability to keep my Knight alive. He switches lanes, so I'm forced to either Fireball or Evo Tesla. Maybe I should just Fireball that one so I could save my Evo Tesla. We have 4 Archers on this right-hand lane. That's kind of funny. I'm going to Fireball the Gob Giant because I think we need some damage, and it's getting quite intense here. So I'm going to go for the Skellies first. I'm going to log as well, get my Knight down, predict the Miner potentially. No, he doesn't go for the Miner. I should have just Knighted. I'm going for predictions I don't need to, and it's costing me damage. I'm being an idiot right now, to say the least. Let's go for the Archers like this. There's the Evo Horde. All right. I think we're fine as long as the minion horde doesn't do 1 bajillion damage. I think we'll be okay. So he's going to go for the Goblin Giant once more. Let's get the Tesla down. Oh, man. I'm nervous for this push. I can't even lie to y'all. Let's go for the Electro Spirit like this. 25 seconds. Just don't mess up, Hunter, please. He has a lot of damage on the other side. I gotta be careful of that left-hand lane as well. These Archers are just my saving grace right now. Thank goodness I have them, or I would be cooked. This Miner, unironically, is causing me lots of troubles. Let's go for the Archers in the middle again. We have 6 Archers down. I'm gonna Knight to try and catch the Miner. We can't catch it. Man, I couldn't catch a single one at the end there, but it doesn't matter too much. I think we win anyways. Whew! What a game right there. So that was not, you know, as easy as I initially thought. As soon as he pulled up the Sparky, I kind of started panicking, but, you know, at least we pulled off the win. You got to stay more composed than I did that game, though, to have more success. Okay, in our next match right here, I'm going to go Skellies on top of that Ice Spirit, and Ice Spirit's probably going to be Hog Cycle. I just always feel like Ice Spirit is either Log Bait or Hog Cycle. Which one is more popular this meta? They're both so good, but honestly, I think more times than not, I feel like we face Hog consistently, whereas Log Bait, rather, it's sometimes you get it in spurts where you match like 3 Log Baits in 4 or 5 games, and then you don't face it for a few like hours or a while playing the game. It's kind of interesting, but Hog, I think you're always going to get it like once out of every 10 matches or something. You're guaranteed a Hog Rider every once in a while, whereas, you know, other archetypes, even though they may be more annoying, like Graveyard, you're not always going to be facing it as often. But just going to go for the Tesla here, and that's going to kill the Executioner. Apparently, I was placing my Graveyard incorrectly. I literally hate playing Graveyard. It's my least favorite archetype, so that's why I never know how to play it, because I don't play it. I can't stand it, honestly. Let's go for the Expo in the middle right here. He's going to go for the Rocket on that. Okay, so it's Hog Executioner. Now, Hog Exy against 3.0. Definitely one of the matchups of all time right there. I'm going to go Log on top of the Hog Rider like this. He's probably going to go Log on top of my Archers as well. Which is fine, but I'm trying to think, how are we going to play this game? I think we want to be aggressive, but not over the top too much to where I leave myself exposed for a Hog Rider. Now, I don't want to give him too much rocket value, but I do want to be, you know, making him have awkward decisions to make at the river, like pressuring him basically in a good manner while not allowing him to build up a push that he wants to do. The hardest thing to kill for me in this matchup is going to be the Evil Valks at the bridge, so I got to be always wary of those. Evil Valk is a lot different than normal Valk in terms of, like, you can't really break through it at the bridge, because if you play it Archers or something, the Valk just pulls it in instantly. Even it damages your Expo the whole time. Like, so even if the Valkyrie doesn't get to your Expo, it's doing the little splash damage, and then the Goblins tank for the rest of your Expo plus a Log and an Ice Spirit, and you pretty much just wasted your time going in. So Evil Valk is always going to be a shutdown for the Expo for the most part, as long as you don't have too much pressure. But I am going to play my Expo in the middle like this right here. Force out the rocket from him. That's not too bad. Do we get an Archer shot? We do not, but we do get an Expo tick on the tower, which I will definitely take. Not going to complain about that one. Do I start Fireball cycling? I think it'd be a little bit too much. I'm going to go Log like this. I think we probably could go for the Fireball in his tower, but I'm just going to keep pressuring for now and to make him defend me. Ooh, bad Tornado in my opinion. Kind of an awkward one. There's the Evil Valk that I was speaking about so highly of, I guess. I'm going to Evo Tesla here to kill the Hog, and then maybe we can outcycle him. That's what I'm thinking. Dude, that Evil Valk is just crazy. crazy right there. Unfortunately, my Evo Tesla actually completely died, which I did not think was going to happen. So that's not great, but I'm just going to go for the Electro Spirit like this right now, and then I'm going to go for the Expo in the middle as well. He's probably going to go for a Valkyrie again. I'm just going to Skeletons right now in case he Executioners. He does Xe. Oh, nice. We blocked the Xe perfectly, which is really a satisfying feeling. I can just drop the archers down low on top of that Hog Rider, and honestly, that cleans up shop. XC is going to be annoying, but he doesn't really play that super well. Now, I think is our time to just take the Fireball on his tower and chill. So he does go for the log. If he rockets my tower, you guys already know I'm going all in with the Expo. I'm going to go ahead and just drop my Tesla up top once again, try and control the pace of the game. I think this could be pretty solid. Let's see. He's probably going to go for a, what's it called? A rocket on my tower soon. I don't know why I couldn't think of the card that I use every day of my life, but just going to go for the Knight plus the Electro Spirit. No, please don't kill the archers. Please don't. Okay, it only killed one. I can't be too mad about that. Let's go Expo like this since we have, you know, a protection for it, I guess. He does rocket. That's fine, though. My archer on the right-hand side does connect on tower. I know that doesn't seem like much, but that is a massive archer shot on the tower. Now, he's most likely going to commit to pressuring the river since he does have the Executioner, and of course, he's always going to be looking for, can I get an Executioner plus a Tornado to get on tower? Oh, that's a juicy Fireball. Oh my goodness gracious. Wait, we didn't get the Hog in there? I guess it doesn't matter too much. He's going to rocket my tower 1,000,000%. I'm going to predict it right now. Nice. Okay, hold on, Hunter. You're cooking. Let's go for the archers. Predict something else in the middle. And then Fireball, he's going to Valkyrie on top of my archers, 1,000,000,000%. Dang, if we would have got the Valk in the middle prediction with the archers, I would have felt so good about myself. But I can still go for the Evo Tesla Skellies. Hopefully this Hog Rider doesn't, you know, take my tower. And we are going to connect with the Expo, which is a huge amount of damage. And I would, you know, venture to say that's game over. Let's go ahead and defensive Expo, actually. We're up over 1,000 with only 30 seconds remaining. And of course, as long as nothing touches my tower in this situation, we are going to win. Electro Spirit also connects on his tower, which is awesome. I can Fireball on top of the Xe. And he goes for a Hog. I'll just go for the Tesla up top, which is going to take care of business. 19 seconds, and we have this game completely wrapped up in my hands. I think we can Fireball twice. I want to see how fast you can get back to a second Fireball. I'm actually kind of curious. Maybe it's like 13 seconds or something. Somebody could let me know if you do play 3.0 Expo frequently. Oh, no, we could probably get it with like 11 seconds or something at that point, because we still had 2 seconds to spare when that one landed. But yeah, nice win against Hog Xe. We played that one fairly solidly, and predicting the rocket with the Expo was definitely the method to win us that match right there, so I'm happy about that one. In the next match against a Wake right here, going to go for the archers in the back right here. Tombstone as well. So Tombstone, I'm thinking Lava Hound or Graveyard probably most of the time. Don't really have the best starting hand. I'm just going to go for my Larrys. He does have Ice Wizard, so it's probably going to be Graveyard or Splashyard, traditional Splashyard maybe. It also could be Goblinstein Graveyard, which I have nightmares about that deck, you know, since, you know, I had to play Goblinstein Graveyard Bow yesterday. But just going to go for the Electro Spirit down low. He does go for the Yard. Archer's going to be a great response to that, of course, cleaning up shop right there. And yeah, nice defense. We didn't really take, actually we took 0 hits, which is kind of nice. And he's going to go for a Knight other lane. Okay, a little interesting there. We'll go for the Larrys in the middle to kite that on over, and then I've got my Knight to clean up his Knight, I guess. I could potentially go for an Expo on 0. It's kind of tempting, honestly, because I feel like it might benefit me if I do. Should I do it? I don't know. It'd be dumb, wouldn't it? It'd probably be dumb. Yeah, I'm not going to do it now. We're just going to wait and try and wait for the right moment to go for the offensive bows. I think this matchup, though, you definitely want to be pretty aggressive. And counter push a lot, especially if they go for an early Graveyard. You know, I remember when Graveyard, you couldn't even play Graveyard till double Elixir. That was like the method. You'd wait till double and then go for your Graveyard pushes, but that was so long ago now. Graveyard is definitely like, for example, you rip a giant Graveyard, third play of the game, and it's not even necessarily the wrong move most of the time. He goes for the Ice Wizard at the bridge. I'm going to get the Knight down in the middle right here to defend that, and we should be all chilling. I could go for the Expo in the middle and then go for the Archers to support it. I think that's the method here. Let's go Archers first. He's going to probably Barb Barrel, though, I would assume, on top of these archers and then pop the ability. I'm going to Electro Spirit to force out at least him popping the ability there. Yeah, he was going to do it either way, probably, but that's still fine with me. Tombstone comes down. Baby D comes down as well. I'm going to Evo Tesla this. Is that going to retarget or no? That is the question. Oh, if that would have retargeted right there, we would have been in some business and potentially gotten some good damage here. Unfortunately, that did not happen. We still have a damage lead, but that was probably a waste of my Evolution Tesla since we want to have that for the Graveyard. It's always the best counter for the Graveyard in the game, one-on-one. Besides, I guess Poison and Tesla. No, I think Tesla's better because it full counters, right? And Poison, sometimes the Graveyard will get a hit still magically. But I'm just going to go for the Expo on the right-hand side. I think this is a good time to go offensive bow because he just played his Knight as well, so I can kite that range. Look at that lock on the right-hand side. That was clean. We do defend with only 2 Graveyard shots as well on my tower. So we're definitely in a good spot right now. I'm going to go Knight on top of the Ice Wizard, which is pretty solid. 30 seconds remaining. We're up about 1,000 damage. Well, 30 seconds remaining in regulation, of course. I'm expecting some pretty aggressive graveyard plays soon. I'm just going to go ahead and Tesla the bridge to pressure. Okay, that was a bad timing. I haven't even, he hasn't even poisoned any of the Expos yet, so I thought maybe he would try and defend it without poisoning. So that was a bad Tesla, rather, but it's still okay. Let's go for the Archer, split the back. He's probably going to graveyard here. Yep, there it is. So we'll go for the Knight Skeletons. He's going to Tornado this 100%. I need to get my Tesla down up top. Don't do it. Okay, the baby dragon unfortunately is going to hit my tower a few times. Tesla eventually kills it, but yeah, that is a lot of damage, and now we're going to have to be super aggressive on this right-hand lane for the rest of this match, pretty much. So Ice Boost comes down. I think that is going to be pretty quickly dead to my Tesla. I can just go ahead and chill for a second. He's probably going to baby dragon again, I would assume. Yep, there it is. So I'm going to go for the Electro Spirit like this. Knight to block my Archer since he has no Barbarian Barrel in rotation. This could potentially work out pretty well. For me, I'm just going to let that go. Oh, the Archer's on tower. Oh my goodness, that's huge damage. Wait, that's massive. I can also shield. Oh my gosh, that one Archer. That one Archer is doing so much damage. That literally just did, what, 2,000 or something crazy? Which is absurd, man. We can just go Knight to back, and that is how broken the Evolution Archers can be. When you let one connect to your tower, it's like literally a heat-seeking missile, I'm telling you. But I'll just go ahead and drop down Evo Tesla at the bridge to retarget that baby dragon on top of my Knight. Log on these double tombstones, I guess, right here, and then Electro Spirit Skellies on top of this. He does pop the ability. Hopefully we get a small lock. He's gonna Ice Boost probably, yeah, so no damage for me, but only a minute left in the match. And yeah, with that Archer doing a bajillion damage, I mean, it's pretty much over as long as I don't take any crazy amount of graveyard damage for no reason. Expo connects on tower, and that is gonna be game over, and that's gonna be a nice win right there against Splashyard. Pretty good matchup. I feel like Archers carried me, especially that one Evo Archer was the GOAT in that one. Okay, we're up against YT Dios in this next one right here. Gonna hit the old Archers first play and see how he does want to do this. I could go for the Expo. I mean, he's not playing anything on these Archers. Do I do it? Fine, I'll do it, even though I hate people that play like this. Since he didn't drop anything at all for that 3 elixir card, I guess it's kind of a fine play. I'm going to Fireball on top of the Bowler and the Baby Dragon. Looks like he probably has that one Balloon Freeze deck, I would have to venture to assume based off these first couple plays. Baby Dragon dies, Bowler dies, and we are in a decent situation here. Now, this matchup should be pretty good for me. He can't really kill the Archers as long as I protect them and, keep them out of range of his tornadoes and his barb barrel. I'm assuming he has barb barrel, right? But in this situation, I think we just go for split Archers again and continuously cycle. We can definitely outcycle his Bowler, which is going to be his best response to my Expos. He has Knight as well, I believe, so that could also be pretty good. But I'm just going to go for the Expo on the left-hand side. No Bowler in rotation for at least 2 cards, I think. Barbarell comes down. He's probably going to freeze this. No, he goes Knight. Ooh, bit of a mistake from the opponent right there. Will we see a freeze or a ability? That is the question. Ability comes down. I'm actually going to Knight on 0. Not really on 0, but like last second here, I guess, if that makes sense. And then he does go for the Bowler. That's pretty much on 0 elixir, I think. I might be able to just win the game right here. Maybe not win the game, but like get some good damage if I just fully commit to an offense. Is that the move though? Should I do that? I don't know. I'm tempted. I'm gonna do it, I think. Let's go Archers like this. I'm just gonna Expo on 0 here. The Bowler is gonna die swiftly, and the Archer should clean up whatever he wants to drop. He's probably gonna freeze this, probably. Yeah, that's a good freeze if he freezes. Yep. So Baby Dragon. Oh no, it doesn't even kill the Archer somehow. I guess Baby Dragon is not the best splash card of all time, but it's still pretty good usually. That was kind of a letdown for him, I'll be honest. But still, we'll take that damage, get him down to 2,400. So we have half of his tower exactly around there to start off this game. And now we're going into double with a 2,000 HP lead, which is always nice. Now, it is easy to get overwhelmed by his deck if you let them build up a massive amount of like dual lane pressure or even same lane pressure if it's like a Bowler, Knight, Balloon, Baby Dragon. Those type of things can cause you issues for sure. I've had trouble defending Balloons even when I feel like I shouldn't sometimes because Balloon is a really good card. So he goes Evo Baby Dragon. Might see a Balloon in front of that. We will have to wait, I guess, and find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. There's the Balloon. I'm just going to go for the Fireball plus the Electro Spirit here. Jump, please. Okay, perfect. We can scale these to block that Bowler as well. Didn't end up blocking it, but it doesn't matter too much because now I'm just going to rip an Expo on this right-hand side and keep the pressure on our opponent. Knight's on tower. I'm just going to shield up right here. Oh, he also shielded. That was well played. He's going to eye drag. Nice prediction. Okay. I'm feeling myself right now. Do I go? Yeah, I'm going to Archers. I'm also going to Electro Spirit here. Come on. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die, Expo. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. No! That's so sad. I was hoping the Archers could kill that. I could have also Larried if I was fast. Maybe if I was 21 years old, not 22, I could have got that Larry down. Let's go for the Fireball on top of that Balloon, and then it just Tesla up top to make sure that does not cheese me here. That should die. die. The fact that that balloon actually hits my Tesla there is crazy to me, but it's still okay. I guess we could probably defensive Expo and play smart now. So I'm just going to drop this down right here. Knight's going to connect on the tower for 1 hit. I guess we'll take that. And then I can just go archers the back. I got to be kind of careful if he does go balloon other lane. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I don't have Tesla. Oh my gosh, I might have just lost. I should have, bro. I should have, oh my goodness. I should have played the Electro Spirit then Tesla. I should not have fireballed. Oh man, this is bad. Code red. We are in trouble. Okay, we actually just lost our entire lead that we worked so hard for the whole game. It's all good though. Because one mistake from me. I should have just literally Tesla then fireballed late. I think it was the method. Or even get back to archers. I would have been fine either way. It's all good. We can't think about the past. I did make a mistake, and that's okay. It happens. So let's go for these skellies like this right here. I'm going to offensive bow on the right-hand lane and try and pressure. Let's go for the knight as well on the bowler. I can Evo Tesla here to make sure this bowler... I'm not going to Evo Tesla because I want it for the balloon. I kind of am scared now after that balloon connecting on my tower. I don't want to, let that happen again. How did that Expo just die? What? That didn't make any sense. It's fine, though. We'll go Expo again on this left-hand side. I'm going to Tesla this time because he's going to bowler 100%. Okay, he's going to freeze. He's going to have to freeze that first, which is good for me. And then I can just go ahead and drop down my log on this bowler. Let's go for the archers all the way in the back. That's completely fine. And then I can just go for the knight as well and then go for the electro spirit like this. I can go drop down a fireball on the eye drag plus the bowler. That's not too shabby. We can Tesla here. We can go log. I can just get back to another fireball as well because that Inferno Dragon is looking sketchy. We can fireball the balloon and the baby D. And yes, 20 seconds remain. No way for him to break through. He's going to bowler the bridge probably. I'm just going to Tesla. Yep, there it is. Had a feeling. I mean, there's no other play. There's literally nothing else he could have done right there. Then go for a bowler at the bridge. So we're just going to go for the archers like this, and that is going to secure this victory. Not, the best game ever. I definitely should not have taken that balloon damage, but, we still ended up pulling off the win pretty convincingly by over 1,000 HP, even after that balloon went to work on my tower. But yeah, nice win against Balloon Freeze right there. Up against the Chief right here in this one, and I'm pretty sure this guy plays Royal Giant. I remember this guy, man, I think I faced this guy a long time ago, if it's the same person. He had RG, like, back in the day, like 3 or 4 years ago, so this will be kind of interesting if it is actually the same guy. It could just completely be a different Chief in general, but looks like it is actually RG, so I was correct about my assumption, at least on that, but... Fisherman comes down, and then Ghost comes down in the back from him. Now, RG is a matchup with 3.0 Expo that you would think is impossible, or like looking on paper, you're like, oh, he has RG for my Expo, I'm cooked. I think we can win it, though, if I play good defense, get good value out of my archers, don't let anything connect, basically, and also, get Fireball Cycle going pretty early. Sounds like a lot of work, right? But I think it's possible. So that's going to clean up the Skellies. No hits. Oh, perfect. I can just go ahead and drop down my Knight on top of that Fisherman, which is pretty solid, and then that's going to clean up shop right there. I could go for an offensive bow, but obviously he's going to RG on top of that if I do, so I don't see any real point to going for that right now. Most likely going to see a ability from him on that bar barrel. No, we don't actually, which is kind of interesting. Usually they drop the bar barrel ability every time to force you to play something else, but just going to go for the Evo Arch the back and see how he wants to play this. I wouldn't mind if he fireballed one of the archers. I feel like it'd be a good play for me in terms of him, wasting his fireball, but he goes for the Fisher, and he's probably going to fireball my tower now, or RG or something. Ghost comes down. Okay. I think that's fine. I'm going to go Knight like this. He does actually go for the RG, so I'm going to go for the Electro Spirit plus Skellies. Oh, that was bad timing. Well, that sucks. I guess I'll log, and then we're back to a Tesla here, so it's not the end of the world. Like, we still defend fairly well. It definitely could have gone a little better, but, we'll take what we can get right there. Tesla cleans up shop, and we can definitely cycle back around to another Tesla by the time he goes for another RG, if he is going to try and play the quick cycle or let me out-cycle his defensive building game. But I'm ready for whatever he wants to do. He goes for the Fisherman in the back. Okay, so I'm going to Archers. I don't really want to Knight, but I'm probably okay. I'm gonna Knight now. I was gonna wait for the Ghost to Knight. I'm gonna go for the Electro Spirit right here, then Evo Tesla late on top of that Ghost plus that RG, and that should be able to be cleaned up. Fisherman does slap that Tesla a bit, so I am forced to log. Doesn't really change too much, though. And all we're doing right now is just taking our time. I'm going to fireball that Fisherman. I think that's decent value in this situation because my Knight cleans it up. And he does go for the RG. I don't know if I agree with that play because I can get my Tesla down. And also, that Knight's going to clean up his RG as well. So he does go for the fireball back. Okay. Looking at the situation here, I honestly think we just fireball his tower. I think we can defend and, comfortably get away with this as long as I, don't make any mistakes on the defensive end. So I'm going to go for the Knight Knight super low. He's probably going to Fisherman, right? No, he goes RG the back. Ooh, I'm going to Expo. I think that was a bit of an interesting play. I have Evil Archers ready to support me. Wait, what? Is he just going to let that happen? That was a bit odd. Okay, I'm not sure if he lagged or he just like genuinely let that happen. Either way, we're chilling because I can go Evil Archers like this on top of that RG. He does just straight up fireball the Archers, which is fair enough. There's no way to kill them if he didn't, I guess. We can log this back. Oh, my bad. I logged a little bit too late right there, which of course I cannot be making those mistakes. And honestly, it doesn't matter because we're still up 2,000. He does kind of go for a desperation heave RG push on this other side. Archers plus the Tesla though, and the Knight up top going to clean up shop right there. Wait, that just rhymed. That was kind of a bar. We gotta put that in a song or something. He does have another RG. He's probably going to go RG right lane if I had to make a prediction in this situation. Let's go for the Larrys all the way down low, and then defensive Tesla here as soon as I have it in hands. That's going to clean up this, bit of bridge spam from him. I don't know what you want to call this, but we'll go for the Knight like this, and then Tesla's going to die, but it's okay because he's going to probably go for an RG the back anyways, I would assume, in this situation. No, he goes for the Fisherman in the middle. Interesting. I'm kind of surprised he's not RGing the back and building up a push, but, to each their own. He does go for the RG the bridge. That's okay with me. We'll go log Skellies to protect our Expo, then also Electro Spirit. Tesla all the way low. It's not going to get clipped by that fireball, which is quite nice. Hunter's going to get taken out, and then I can just go offensive O for fun. I mean, the game is pretty much over. I think it's just, that situation where I wanted to end faster again. So Evil Archer's going to clean up shop. We can log once more. That one Archer just got awkwardly pulled to the middle. That was kind of funny. It actually got a shot on tower, so that's pretty epic. But we can just go for the Tesla plus the Skellies on top of that Royal Ghost. And yeah, there's no way for him to physically win this game at this point in the match. I feel like it's pretty much GG. So we'll go defensive Expo, go for the Electro Spirit like this. Knight on top of the RG. 20 seconds remain. We can go for another Tesla if I really need to, which I don't need to. I can just log and then Skellies. And yeah, overall, I think we played this one pretty darn good. And I'm just going to pressure one more time for fun. See if he lets my Expo connect eventually, or he actually RGs. Oh, come on, man. You couldn't just let me get an Expo lock once in my life. It's okay though. Game is over. We do defeat RG, and hopefully that gives you a little bit of a basis on how you can play against Royal Giant if you do have struggles of your own, because I think that was pretty much perfectly played. Didn't make any mistakes micro-wise. He barely touched my tower as well, with only a couple fireballs and maybe like an Electro Spirit or something. But yeah, nice win. Up against Ahmed in this next one right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and log on top of his barrel. Log bait, all right. I haven't faced log bait in a while. Actually, I think we faced one at the beginning of this video. It's been a while now, so I low-key am forgetting, but just going to go for the Archers like this. Hopefully you are enjoying the longer type of video. I feel like a lot of people probably could throw this one on to sleep to with how calming it's been, and I've been trying to talk more calmly this video for the most part. Hopefully that's been helpful and beneficial for some of you. But let's go for the Electro Spirit like this. He has Skarmy, Dart Goblin, and Log Bait. Oh man, let's go Larry's on top of that to make sure nothing connects. I'm gonna log as well on top of that Skarmy. And that's perfect timing because he just wasted his, whatever it's called, ability. Dude, this is such an annoying play. I should just fireball this, but I'm just going to let it go now because I've already played my Archers. Oh, that's so annoying, though. Let's go for the Expo on this left-hand side and see how he does want to react to this. Knight comes down and the log. I'm going to go Electro Spirit right here. We can get Knight down. We can also go for the log. He's going to go for his Skarmy most likely again at the bridge here. Or not. That was, I'm surprised he didn't because I feel like Skarmy is the best play right here, surely, right? Hello? Is he AFK? No? I guess maybe he just doesn't know what he's doing in this situation, or maybe he's low on elixir from the earlier defensive cards that he dropped, like Knight and Dark Goblin. But overall, we're looking nice, and that's a huge lock to start this match. Game's not over. It's very far from over. Log bait is always going to be one of those decks where you can come back if you play amazingly, so I'm going to try and allow that to not happen. That's the goal of this match right now. But just going to go for the Archer split in the back like this and see how he does want to react. Princess the bridge. Okay, didn't even know he had Princess in his deck, to be fair. He just goes for the log, so I'm just going to force a Tesla on top of that Princess and then go for my Expo once more. On top of his tower, hopefully. Nope, he does go for the Dart Goblin, so I can go for the log on top of that. Electro Spirit for this evolution Skarmy, and I'm also going to shove my Larrys. Can we get a connection? I think, nah, we're not going to, unfortunately. That Ice Spirit and the rest of that Skarmy took care of business. I thought maybe we could cheese a lock right there, but we don't really need to. It's one of these games where we have a nice solid lead. This doesn't happen that often. I feel like you have to work a little bit harder for your locks this season because of all the nerfs they've done. Tesla is a mid card. A lot of cards got nerfed in this deck, it feels like. I mean, Archers have been nerfed a few times at this point. He goes for the Inferno. I'm going to spend Elixir on this. Maybe it's dumb. I don't know. It probably is dumb, but I'm just going to go Electro Spirit 2 to make sure that Inferno can't get much value. Skelly's on top of this Princess late. That should clean up shop right there. No way that doesn't kill that. What? Okay, that's cap. That's actually a scam. It doesn't really matter because I can just defensive Expo. He's getting a few hits with the Princess, but it's just going to even out the tower damage at the end of the day, so it doesn't change anything. We can Knight on top of the Dark Goggins. Log over here. Electro Spirit on the left-hand side. Didn't even need that, actually. which is fine. So he's probably going to go for another knight the back or something along those lines. Do I just try and fireball cycle him? I mean, I know we can, but do I need to? No, not really. I'm going to fireball anyway because I'm impatient, and I don't see any reason not to. I don't think we can lose this game unless I do something drastically stupid. I'm going to go log like this down low. Since we already have such a huge lead, I can afford to take a little bit of damage if I want to as well. I'm just going to Electro Spirit in case, of course, he does want to drop that skeleton army potentially on top of the knight, which he doesn't opt to go for that right now, but whatever the heck that card is called, the knight comes down. I'm gonna go for the knight on top of his dart goblin, and I've been playing Clash so long that the cards are like running together in my brain at this point. We'll go for the Tesla up top on top of the princess. Yeah, like remember, this is probably hour 7 of Clash on the day for me. Like I've been playing so much. But Expo's going to hopefully take out that princess. Nope, it does not. But I can log. Now it's going to take out the princess like I had initially wanted. I can archers left-hand side. Didn't really need those, to be honest. I mean, did I need to defend that? Probably not. We could just go for the Electro Spirit like this. And I'm going to get aggressive here. Since he just logged as well, I'm going to get the Expo down. We have the archers slightly protecting that right now. He might Inferno Tower, so I'm just going to Knight just in case he does. Yes, perfect. And then I can just go for my Tesla on top of this Inferno. And honestly, we might be able to break through here. Come on, just let it happen, dude. Please. Please just let it happen. He's fighting the inevitable right now. We'll go log on top of that. Come on, please. All right, we'll go knight. And we do actually block the Dark Goblin, so I can fireball it now, which is kind of cool. He does go for the barrel. He's not going to defend the Expo, and we're finally going to get the Expo to take the tower. Let's go, man. Good win. Okay, in what is probably going to be the final match of this video, I want to go for the archers split in the back first play. I feel like that was a weird split, like the archers kind of move funny. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just hallucinating after so many hours of this game, but just going to go for the knight to back and see what he does have. Could be RG again. It's definitely RG again. I mean, what other deck has Fisherman? When's the last time you saw Fisherman that it wasn't RG? Like, actual question. I can't even think of a time. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 giant skeleton fisherman balloon decks, I guess, maybe, but like that's very off meta at this point in time. So he's gonna barbarian barrel right there. Let's go for the electro sphere behind on top of the hunter to make sure it does not connect to my Tesla. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Oh, well, that was not exactly what I wanted. Let's go for the archers like this in the middle, and then ghost comes down in the back. Okay. Hypothetically here, I could just go for the knight to bridge. I'm going to go knight up top to keep my 1 archer alive. It's probably going to be insignificant and not matter, but kind of similar to the last time we played this. We want to make sure we don't get down early damage. That 1 archer shot is definitely going to help us out a bit. He does go for the hunter. We could see an RG the bridge potentially, so I'm just going to go Tesla in the middle. It's a little bit risky. I feel like it should be safe, though. He's most likely not going to RG now. I can just go for the electro spirit like this. That didn't jump, but it's all right because the Tesla's going to clean up shop right there, and then if he does go for the RG, now I have evil archers for it. So I'm going to go Skellies like this. Electro Spirit comes down. Okay. I'm curious to see how he wants to play this game. And if he's going to be like spamming RGs the bridge or in the back, or every RG player is a little bit different with what they like to do. So I guess we'll find out pretty quickly. But just going to go log on top of this ghost right now. Fisherman comes down in the back. Okay. I guess we can just go Evo Tesla. I don't really love wasting it like this, but it's not the end of the world either. I'm guessing he just has the classic version with Fireball. He could have Lightning as well, so I got to be, on edge with that. I'm kind of surprised he gave me a Hunter there. Usually I feel like playing a Hunter in the back in this matchup's a bad idea. But just going to go Skellies up top for that barbarian, and then go for the log as well. I'm just gonna get the knight down for the ghost here. Fisherman comes down other lane again, so he's just kind of dual lane pressuring once more. Let's go for the archers like this. Is that a monk? Oh no. Okay, wait, well, this changed for the worse very quickly. He has a monk. Ah, shoot. Okay, well, yeah, he definitely has lightning then, most likely. Actually, I don't know. It could still be fireball, to be fair. Dude, RG monk is not what I wanted to face right now. Shoot. Okay, we're gonna have to go archers like this and then skellies over here, please. Oh, this is gonna hurt. He has lightning as well. Oof. Yikes. Okay, so RG's gonna get that 1 hit on my tower. I'm forced to go Expo other lane here and just pressure him. He's gonna monk the middle, most likely, which is gonna clean up absolutely everything, since the monk is the goat in this situation. Yeah, that sucks. All right, so now we know he has RG Lightning Monk, which I would say is definitely a hard counter for the opponent, but I'm going to try and get value out of my archers for the most part and try and not give him lightning value. Maybe we can pull this one off. It'll take definitely a bit of a miracle, though, for sure, but I'm not going to, let him take this win easily. We're going to go down with a fight if we're going to go down, so we're going to go for the Tesla here. There's the monk once more. I'm expecting probably going to be a lightning from him, so actually, let's go Skellies here. Is he going to, yeah, he's just going to straight up lightning. I thought maybe he'd RG first, but no, we can get that fireball on the fisherman, which I will definitely take. and then Electro Spirit like this. He's gonna get the death damage, or not the death damage, the reflection damage with the monk right there. I can just go log, and then Skelly's low for this monk. All right, let's fireball again. Man, this is gonna be close, guys. This is gonna be very close, and that is only if I play perfectly the rest of this match. So he's most likely gonna go for a monk to bridge. I'm just gonna Evo Tesla. Nice, that's really good actually, because now we should be able to control the bridge a bit more. And even if he RGs right here, I feel pretty comfortable with this. So he just goes for the reflection damage again. It is what it is. We're gonna take that pretty much every time. I mean, maybe I can try and block the bridge if I really need to get desperate, but it's going to be a lot of elixir that I have to spend if we do try and block the river. So he's most likely going to monk in front of this again. I'm just going to go for the Tesla early. Will we see the monk? Question mark. Yes, we do. I'm going to predict the lightning by going Expo other lane. Maybe this is a dumb play. I don't know. What do you think? Okay, he does go for the RG. I'm just going to go log plus knight on top of that. And we should be okay, hopefully, if I can just get a Tesla down right here, Electro Spirit down low, and then I'm going to have to Archers up top to make sure this RG gets DPS'd down. Oh, man, this is stressful right now, guys. We're down so much, too. Ugh. Okay, we'll go Fireball like this. I'm going to go for the Electro Spirit right here, and then he's most likely going to monk the bridge once more. Man, I think we're done for, but I'm just going to keep trying to defend by blocking the bridge for the most part. Let's go for the Archer's log, try and quickly get that down. Nice. Okay, he does go for the Lightning. Wait, can I win this, or does he win this? I don't actually know, but I'm just going to spam my spells as quickly as possible and try not let the monk reflect my tower. That's what we're currently going for right now. So I'm going to go for the fireball right now. There's 14 seconds. Can we get 2 fireballs? That is the question. I can't log yet. I've got to be super patient, wait for that monk ability to wear off. Go for the log now. Go for the archers. Go for the fireball as soon as I can, and I think we're going to win this game just barely. Get down, get down, get down. 1 second. Buzzer beater. Let's freaking go. Perfect way to end this video as well. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. We just beat RG Monk, and leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and of course, as always, enjoy the butch clip, and I love y'all. Peace.